When do you stop growing? Is it when you stop chasing new goals? When you no longer strive to become someone better? When you stop needing to prove something? Or is that when you truly begin? We've been told a story since we were young, a story of endless growth, that life is a ladder, and every year you should be climbing. Higher job titles, bigger dreams, more achievements, the next step and the next and the next, always reaching, always pushing, always becoming. And if you're not moving up, if you're not expanding, stretching, accelerating, then something must be wrong, right? That story is seductive. It sounds like purpose, like ambition, like progress. But here's the part they never tell you. Growth doesn't always look like motion, and maturity doesn't always feel like victory. At some point, and it often happens quietly, you start to feel different, not weaker, not lost, just done with certain things. You begin to notice the weight of what you've been carrying. All the goals that weren't really yours, all the people you tried to impress, all the noise you accepted as normal. And slowly a shift begins. Not upward, but inward. This is the beginning of adulthood, real adulthood. And it doesn't come with fanfare or medals. It comes with quiet clarity. You stop measuring yourself by how far you've gotten. You begin to measure by something else, how deeply you feel at peace with where you are. You don't stop growing, but your growth changes direction. It stops expanding outward. It starts carving inward, like roots searching for stillness instead of branches reaching for applause. You realize that boundaries aren't limitations, they're wisdom. That calm isn't passivity, it's power. That slowness isn't laziness, it's precision. You learn to live in cycles, not lines. Seasons, not sprints. Some days are for building, others for resting, and others simply for being. It's not that you lose ambition, you lose the need for ambition to define you. You stop chasing scale. You start choosing depth. You begin to let go. Not out of failure, but out of understanding. Understanding that not everything deserves space in your life. Not every invitation deserves a yes. Not every voice deserves your attention. And strangely, this letting go feels like growth. You subtract instead of add. You remove what's no longer yours to carry. Old dreams, roles that don't fit, relationships that never truly saw you. You no longer try to be seen by everyone. You start to see yourself more clearly. You trade the spotlight for silence, the race for rhythm. You stop performing life and begin to inhabit it. But this shift, it can feel unsettling. Because what happens when you stop wanting more? When you stop pushing? What happens when you look around and, for the first time, you're not chasing anything? That stillness can feel like failure, like stagnation. Because everything around you, the culture, the metrics, the people, tells you that real growth is loud, visible, impressive. And yet, you feel something truer stirring inside. A different kind of expansion. A steadier one. Less dramatic. More real. But the pressure doesn't vanish. There's still that voice, subtle, persistent, that asks, are you doing enough? Are you keeping up? Are you wasting time? And it takes courage to answer, no, I'm not keeping up. I'm slowing down. Because this quiet clarity is not the absence of growth. It is growth. The kind you don't need to post about. The kind you feel in your chest when you're finally honest with yourself. That maybe the point of life was never to become someone greater, but someone truer. And yes, some people won't understand. They'll see your stillness as giving up, your quietness as regression. But that's because they're still caught in the race, still measuring worth by speed. Let them run. You're walking now. You're choosing what to carry and what to leave behind. You're growing not by addition, but by refinement. Like a sculpture carved down to its essence. This is adulthood, not the end of growth, but its most honest form. Because the deepest growth doesn't always look like striving. Sometimes, it looks like no longer needing to strive. Sometimes it looks like rest, like softness, like a life that no longer demands proof of your worth, because you've already come home to it. So if you're in that quiet place right now, not pushing, not climbing, just listening, don't rush to escape it. That silence, that pause, it might be the most profound growth of all.